and welcome to How to Cook Great Food. With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?
Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, we're going to be making some meatballs right there with some spaghetti and pasta sauce. And I'm also going to make a couple of meatball sandwiches. Let's go and take a look at what we need. Okay, let's take a look at some of the ingredients we're using today. To start off the show, obviously, our minced beef. Some people use a mixture of beef and pork, or maybe lamb sometimes. Today I'm just using straight minced beef. If it's got a little bit of fat in it, I don't mind that at all. Sort of at 80-20. Parmesan cheese grated, breadcrumbs, salt, garlic. I've chopped my garlic to a puree, like a paste, so it's it just mixes in. You can just chop some if you want. Fresh parsley, black pepper, 1 egg, some olive oil. We're going to mix it all together. Okay, so couldn't be simpler really. We've got our cheese in there, our egg, some breadcrumbs, chopped parsley, and our meat. Just going to add that very finely chopped garlic in there. I'm then going to add some black pepper. I mean, just to taste, however you like. We're going to go with some salt again, just to taste. And then we're going to put a little bit of quality olive oil in there. Now, some people will put basil or oregano, something like that in there. I just prefer the fresh parsley that we've used. Simply, I'm going to go in my hands, nice and clean. We've just got to get it in there now and mix it all together. Your hand is probably the best weapon for this. Just going to sort of really get it. You've got to kind of get it right in between your fingers and get it really mashed up. Let me do that, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so you've got a really lovely mixture now, and I'm just going to start to create some meatballs. You just sort of give it, roll it around in your hand. I don't want them bigger than that. The smaller the better for me really, especially with pasta or something. But yeah, I'm going to continue doing these. Just a little handful like that, roll it around. I mean, you can use one of those ice cream scoops if you want. But yeah, little point, just roll it around for a second or so, and then you go. Let me finish those, back in a moment. Okay, so as you can see, they're done, rolled nicely. And I've put a little bit of flour in there. It's a plain flour. And I'm just going to dust them off now as well. I think it just sort of helps them with their frying. And we can just sort of roll them around in that a little bit so they get a nice little dusting on. And then we're going to go over to the cooker and get these sorted out. Okay, so I've got a pan here with a touch of oil. Again, I'm using a bit of olive oil. You don't need loads of oil in this. I mean, tiny amount, in fact. So I'm just, as you can see, I'm just shaking off any excess flour, and we're just going to drop these guys in. So, and you don't want this on a really high heat, sort of medium heat, or maybe just below that, in fact. So just shaking these guys off, and then we're going to cook these this size. I mean, they're going to be like sort of 6 to 8 minutes. You want them nice and kind of, brown. And then, yeah, give them a little sort of shake around every now and then. And then they're going to be ready for the next stage. Okay, off goes the heat. And our meatballs are done. Let's just set them aside. Okay, so there's our meatballs, just setting them aside here for a moment. Now we're going to make a really quick pasta sauce. And I mean quick, because normally you'd cook this for hours and hours to get a really wonderful flavour. Now what we are doing is I'm keeping this same oil here that we just done our meatballs in, because there's some great juices and lovely stuff happening there. Simply, we're going to start off with some chopped onion. I'm using red, use white or brown if you want. I'm going to go in with this little bit of again, finely chopped garlic. But you can, you know, like I say, if you want, just chop some garlic in there. Some black pepper going in now. A touch of salt. A bit of bay leaf. A little bit of dried oregano or oregano. A touch here of thyme, completely optional. I mean, there's lots of different herbs you can stick in, and again optional. I'm going to put in a little bit of chili flakes. So in this beautiful flavoured oil, I've just lost my bay leaf, we're just going to throw these around just for like 2 to 3 minutes. Keep stirring. There we are, we've just softened these nicely. Wonderful, wonderful flavours. Really simply, we're going to go in here now. Now I've just got like 2 cans or tins of some crushed plum tomatoes. Now if you wanted, you could be adding a splash of white wine or red wine, a bit of stock. So many ways of doing this. I'm keeping this really quite basic today. Some people will be putting in some tomato puree or paste. Again, I'm not going for that. So what we need to do now is cook this. I mean, like I said earlier, traditionally you'd cook this for hours and hours. I mean, in restaurants I've worked in before, the pasta sauce or the red sauce is just on, it never goes off, and we just keep topping it up. I mean, you know, that's quite common. But yeah, we haven't got time obviously to do that. So I'm just going to let that go for at least 12 minutes. Give it a stir every now and then. Okay, off goes the heat. There's our lovely sauce. Like I say, the longer you cook this, the better. But that, for a quick version, I think it's really tasty. Okay, let's set that aside. Okay, need to cook some pasta now. You can use any pasta you like. I'm using spaghetti today. I like this brand, not endorsing it, but you know, I like it. Up to you which one you want. Lots and lots of cold water. Salt. We're going to bring it to the boil. We're going to pop it in, then we're going to drain it off. No need to go into any more detail, I don't think. Okay, so we've got everything together now. As you can see, our pasta's done. I mean, like I say, you can use any pasta you want, just using spaghetti. Pasta sauce is done. Meatballs are ready. And some bread. I mean, you can use any type of bread you want for this, a sub or something like that. I'm just using these little ones here, like little kind of meatball sandwiches, and then just a bigger one there. So, next stage is we'll make some pasta meatballs. Okay, so I'm back in this same pan that we made our meatballs in and our sauce. Heat's on, and we're just going to drop in some of our pasta sauce. Let's get in some meatballs now. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's just go for 10 pieces. Hold some back for our sandwiches. And then just for a couple of minutes on a high heat, let's just throw this around, getting some of that sauce all over our beautiful beef meatballs here. Okay, so we've got some heat through them, guys. Literally just going to drop in. There we go. Our pasta. So simple now. We've done all the hard work. So again, with the heat on fairly high, we need to combine the 3 ingredients, the pasta, the meatballs and the sauce, and then we can serve it. Some people would put a little bit of olive oil in here or some more parmesan cheese. I'm keeping it nice and straight. So literally mix it around, a couple of minutes, ready to serve. Okay, there you go, really simple. Hope you enjoy that. Let's make a couple of sandwiches now. Okay, couldn't be more simple. Choose any bread you like. Like I say, if you want to use a sub or something, that's great. Soft bread or hard bread. Just cut them up. As you can see on this one, I've put some cream cheese, or like a Philadelphia cheese. All we're going to do is drop a little bit of our pasta sauce on there. Now, if you wanted, you could be adding any type of different cheese, mozzarella, for example. Just get some of our, I can get 4 in there, and I can get 1 of each in here. And I'm using a little bit of cheddar cheese today, on that goes. Now, some people will toast their bread. I don't like that. I actually like it a little bit soggy, if you know what I mean. I like the pasta sauce in there. And again, we're going to top it off with more sauce. Try it with some other cheese, so maybe some gorgonzola, nice blue strong cheese. You could be putting some more parmesan cheese on here, if you wanted. I just really like these straight kind of guys. Loads of flavour there. Now, if you wanted, you could pop these in the oven for, you know, 5 or 6 minutes, warm them up and melt that cheese down. The trick is trying to get these ones to stay on. No need for me, I'll have them just like that. Really love those. Okay, that's it, all done. Hope you enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you soon. Lots of love.
With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?